If you loved Wednesday as much as we did, then you probably wondered how the scenes with Thing were shot. Netflix released some behind-the-scenes photos that answered our question. Thing was played by an actor. With Tim Burton's direction and some computer magic, we got an incredible performance. In this video, we'll talk about the actor who played Thing and answer all your questions about the Hyde monster. First off, how did Netflix reveal a real actor played Thing? No one sticks with Wednesday through thick and thin the way Thing does. It made everything possible, whether setting a statue on fire or helping our heroine get into a morgue. With the BTS images, Netflix introduced the actor Victor Dorobantu as the person behind the great role. In the first picture, Dorobantu's in a blue screen suit from head to toe and is crouching behind Jenna Ortega, possibly taking a picture of Thing on her shoulder. The VFX works. Never easy. In another picture, he's on the floor and peeking out from behind a door to show how Thing moves on the floor. In the last picture, he and camera operator are on a camera trolley. Dorobantu also posted a few more videos and photos on Instagram that showed how hard it was to film the scenes with Thing. Up next, how Dorobantu brought Thing to life. Victor Dorobantu brought Thing to life. He used his experience as a magician and creature performer to give personality to what would have been just a hand if he hadn't done that. With the help of Tim Burton's direction and some computer magic, Dorobantu gave an emotional performance in the show that helped move the story along. As Wednesday gets used to her new life, she faces many mysteries that lead to a big reveal that saves her family and Nevermore Academy. Thing, who Morticia sent to watch over her daughter, has been essential in helping the brooding young girl. Followed by, how did the show bring Thing to life? Wednesday didn't go with what could be seen as the easier option and make Thing a fully CG character. Instead, they chose to have a real person act out the part. Dorobantu shared some behind-the-scenes photos from his time making Wednesday. They show how physically demanding the role was. Even though it didn't require much of his body, Dorobantu was put in awkward positions around furniture and made to stick his hand through holes and make it look like a living hand. He was only wearing a blue one-piece. Also, stitches and other marks were added to the face with makeup to make it look more like Frankenstein. Dorobantu then used his sleight of hand skills to show dynamic movements that could send many messages and work well with only one hand. Ultimately, it was up to a team of editors to take Dorobantu's body off, making a smooth skin to cover up the top of the wrist and ensure everything looked the same. Moving on to why Wednesday's relationship with Thing is so important. The role that Thing plays in the story is essential both for Wednesday and for the story as a whole. Wednesday's a very private girl who only lets as few people in as possible, but it's clear that Thing is vital to her. In the first season of Wednesday episode 7, If You Don't Woe Me By Now, Thing is hurt and close to dying. This is one of the few times we see Wednesday react emotionally, and it may be the only time she shows sadness. This relationship gives us a rare look at the main character and shows how much she cares about the people who are important to her. Throughout the series, Thing is also Wednesday's guardian and helps her in both ways. When Wednesday needs help, Thing's there to give it to her, and when she does something wrong, it isn't afraid to tell her. Wednesday's roommate, Enid, and Thing become close friends, which helps Wednesday come out of her shell and connect with the people around her. Thing's one of the most important essential characters in Wednesday, and Dorobantu did a great job bringing him to life. Now let's look at some questions you might have about the Hyde monster. In the show, Wednesday's convinced that Xavier Thorpe's the monster scaring the town. He's an artist and psychic Nevermore student who likes Wednesday right away, but what makes him different is that he can make his drawings come to life. She becomes suspicious when she finds drawings he made of the monster that's been showing up in dreams. We first find out about Hyde in episode 7 when Uncle Fester talks about how the monster came from the Jekyll and Hyde story. He says that Hyde's usually a nice person with a darker side that can make him a monster. Fester and Wednesday discover that Hyde lies dormant until someone else triggers it with a traumatic event or chemicals. Once the Hyde and its master have formed a bond, the Hyde will do whatever the master wants. So Wednesday needs to figure out who is controlling Hyde and who it is. The Hyde's true identity isn't known until Wednesday's boyfriend, Tyler Galpin, kisses her. Wednesday has psychic visions after the kiss, which tell her that Tyler's the Hyde, not to mention who controls the Hyde in Wednesday. In the last episode, we discover that Tyler's being manipulated by Miss Marilyn Thornhill, the botany professor and first normie teacher at Nevermore. The actress who played Wednesday in the 1991 adaptation plays Thornhill in this one. Wednesday finds out that Miss Thornhill's real name is Laurel Gates. She's is Garrett Gates' sister, whom Wednesday's father, Gomez, is said to have killed when they were both at Nevermore. This makes Miss Thornhill want to get back at the community for killing her brother, especially the Addams family. So even though Tyler is an absolute monster, the real monster of the show's the Wednesday Addams from 1991. This twist is fun and weird all the way through. If Wednesday gets a second season, we're excited to see what she gets into. Let's learn more about the Hide and its description. The massive monster with big eyes, crazy speed, and incredibly sharp claws are rare in this universe full of supernatural things. It's a monster that doesn't usually hang out with outcasts like sirens, werewolves, and other mythical creatures. There are no clear records of any Hide having been to Nevermore. This makes it much harder for Wednesday to find out information as the murders continue and the need to stop the monster grows. She learns a lot about the beast and what makes it such a big threat, even though she didn't know about it at first. She learns some important things about the Hide and how it works as she researches it. A monster is born as Hide, but that doesn't mean the person will turn into a Hide during their life. It has to be unlocked or let out, and most of the time this happens after a traumatic event. A Hide also has a master, who's someone who helps the monster do its job and can control it. So the monster killing people and roaming around is being controlled by someone else who probably doesn't know they are the monster. This shows how dangerous and careless the monster is, but raises more questions. Why did it choose these people? And who found out about it? Coming up, how did Laurel turn Tyler into a Hide that would do her bidding? Laurel admits that she knew Tyler was a Hide because of his mother. His late mother went to Nevermore at the same time as Wednesday's parents. She can be seen in the background of an old photograph where Morticia's the main subject. Tyler's father knew this, but after they fell in love, he tried to keep it a secret. Laurel was evil and committed to bringing back her ancestor, Joseph Crackstone. She planned to get rid of all the outcasts in the world. She found Tyler and made him turn into a Hide by using the pain of losing his mother to make him do what she wanted. Finally, what makes Tyler different? At the end of the last episode, Tyler's in custody and tied up after his fight with Enid, who'd just been wolfed out, during which his father shot him. But he changes in the back of the van, making it clear he'll be a threat again if Netflix renews the show for another season of Wednesday. Also, it's unclear what happened to Laurel after Wednesday kicked her in the face, so this pair may continue to be a problem for Nevermore and a threat to the outcasts. No matter what, Tyler isn't like most Hides. He's even more dangerous because he knows what he is doing and wants blood. He could escape from his master and start killing because he enjoys it. At the moment, it looks like he can't be saved, which is sad for his father, who lost his wife and now has to watch his son go down this very dark path. And on that note, that is a wrap for this video. So what do you think of the actor who played Thing? Do you think he did a good job? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.